calculates the cash earned. Hi guys, welcome back to second part of my video where I will continue to discuss whether 1 and 2 bedroom condo units are worthy investment. In the first part of my video, I've done some analysis using charts taken from Singstat, and you can refer to part 1 of the video here before watching on. If not, you might not be able to understand what I will be talking about in this video. I will now run through a case study of how a client of mine managed to make decent gains out of a 1-bedroom condo unit. When I first met this client in late 2021, he told me that he had been on the lookout for quite some time. He was quite young, no girlfriend, and staying with his parents at a point in time. And his previous agent mentioned that only new launch can make money. But because new launch is more expensive than resale and he's pretty young, his salary does not allow him to take the full 75% loan. But he really wanted to kickstart the property journey as soon as possible. So we explored resale options with potential to get capital upside, but at the same time check some of his criteria for own stay because he might want to move out from his parents' place in the near future. Pretty standard answer when we agents ask clients whether they are looking for investment or own stay. 99% of the people will say they want both.
我太难了，老铁，最近我压力很大。
Eventually, he bought a 1-bedder condo unit in the Boon Keng area in Jan 2022. It was a unit sold with tenancy and it was rented out at 2.3k per month. Fast forward 2 years later in Jan 2024, this was what I showed this client recently during our yearly review. What is this yearly review, you might ask? So for all my clients out there, my commitment to them is that I will meet them on a yearly basis to run through with them their property health check and update them on the property outlook. And this session also gives me the chance to understand whether their objectives have changed and how we can use property to help achieve their goals. So we bought this 1-bedder unit in Jan 2022 at a price of $760,000. And how to calculate your returns? A lot of people out there, the math very good. Must take into account all the cost. Total cost is purchase price, buyer stamp duty, legal fees, mortgage, property tax, and maintenance fees over the 2 years. So total cost of owning the property over 2 years from Jan 2022 to Jan 2024 is $834,000. And to calculate the returns, you take the current valuation price of $850,000, add rental over 2 years. And rental we collected is $2,300 per month, minus off agent fees and legal fees for selling, so total returns is $884,000. I know there is seller stamp duty if we sell it before 3 years, but let's not consider this for the purpose of this video. So ROI is 5.94% and annualized ROI is only at 2.97%.
Stop it. Get some help.
But remember, when we buy a property, we seldom pay off a property one shot. In fact, it isn't wise to do so. To calculate how much return we gain over 2 years, I use what I think is a more representative and appropriate metric, and that is cash on cash return, or COCR in short. So COCR calculates the cash earned on the cash invested in a property. Remember the word cash. So in this case, let's calculate the cash invested. First 5% must be in cash, and this works out to be $38,000. The other 20% down payment came fully from his CPF OA. Next, the buyer stamp duty of 17.4k and legal fees of 2.8k are paid in cash. Buyer stamp duty technically can be paid in CPF, but the client didn't have much CPF left after down payment, so he paid it in cash instead. And total cash invested was at 58.2k. To calculate the cash earned, we have actually two components. The first is to calculate how much we are getting back per month from rental. So we bought the unit with tenancy. Monthly rental is only at 2.3k per month. Of course, we can get it higher now, but the tenancy was signed quite some time ago, so rental is below market rate. Mortgage paid fully by cash at $1,860 per month. Mortgage is pretty low as we locked in at 1.1%. Minus miscellaneous costs like your property tax, management fees, we are left with $20 inflow per month. Multiply this by our holding period of 24 months, we get $840. And secondly is to calculate how much we could potentially get back if we sell the unit. And neighbors of around the same floors have already transacted at more than $840,000. And for prudence, assuming we sell below neighbor's price and we transact at $822, less of the outstanding loan of about $537k, you can easily calculate this yourself using those online financial calculators and minus off $159,000 CPF that was being used at the start, including your accrued interest, minus agent fees, including GST, minus legal fees, and cashback from sale is actually $102,061. So to calculate COCR, very simple. Simply add these two components, $480 and 102,061. Total cash gain from his unit over 2 years is 102,541. Remember, initial cash invested is only at 58.2k. You take total cash earned minus the total cash invested and you'll get $44,341. Take this and divide by the cash invested, you get a COCR of 76.19%. Annualized gains is actually a whopping 38.09%. Some of you will say, hey, interest rates not so low now lah. Never mind. We recalculate using current figures. So one bedroom in that condo has been rented out recently at 3.3 to 3.5k. And assuming we rent out at 3.2k, mortgage now is actually at 3%. So monthly mortgage increases from $1,860 to $2,403. Property tax for non-owner occupier increased by 1% effective 1st Jan this year, and maintenance fee remains the same. Now we get back $359 per month. And on to the selling part, you'll notice there's one difference. The outstanding loan remains higher due to the higher interest rates. All other costs remains the same. So overall, cash from the sale is 102,404. The COCR under both scenarios remains relatively the same.
Nice.
From this example here, notice that this buyer profited $44,000 from his initial investment of $58,000 in just 2 years. For those of you who are young and just started out work, ask yourself this question. Can you actually save this amount from working, or can any relatively safe investment give you this kind of returns? I also want to take this opportunity to give an extreme example to show why you should start your property journey as soon as possible. So let's assume this guy is in his 60s, retired, cannot take any loan, but has plenty of spare cash. So we fully pay off the property using cash at the start. Let's take a look at the numbers here. So for this example, property was fully paid for in cash. So total cash invested upfront, including miscellaneous costs, is $780,200. Over here, don't have to pay mortgage, so this person will get back $1,880 cash every month. For the sale part, he will get back $799,324. But look at the cash on cash return. It is only 4.12% per year. Not too bad, but cannot compare to this person who leveraged. So I hope the data and case study I shared have helped to shed some light on whether the smaller unit types is a worthy form of investment. Of course, whatever I shared here doesn't apply to all developments across Singapore. Do your own due diligence, and every development has its own unique selling point. The most important takeaway here is to start somewhere. Starting small is perfectly alright too. Use your youth to take advantage of leverage, because the longer you wait, the older you get, and the amount you can borrow from bank becomes lesser. And you certainly don't want to wait until you are priced out of the market. The main objective here is to show how you can kickstart your property journey even if you have limited budget, and why you should do so as early as possible. If you have been in the market for quite some time and is someone who likes this kind of data and a systemic approach to property investing, do reach out to me via my WhatsApp below. What I've shared in this video is just the tip of the iceberg, and we can meet up for a quick 30 minutes non-obligatory copy session, and I will share more in detail. And that's all for today. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Comment below on what you'd like me to cover next time. See you in the next one. Bye bye.